In a dramatic shift from his earlier stance, Donald Trump has now issued what many view as a final warning to Russian President Vladimir Putin over the ongoing Ukraine war. This transformation from a once sympathetic figure toward the Kremlin to a fierce critic marks a significant political recalibration as Trump positions himself for another presidential run. The former U.S. president, who previously praised Putin as savvy, has now characterized Russia's military actions as reckless and destabilizing. Trump's shift reflects a broader recalculation within segments of the Republican base, which increasingly demands clarity and strength in America's foreign policy, especially as the war in Ukraine drags into yet another year with no clear end in sight. In a statement delivered from his Bedminster estate and later amplified across conservative media outlets, Trump condemned Russia's aerial assaults on Ukrainian cities, referring to them as unrestrained cruelty masquerading as strategy. The Associated Press and Reuters have confirmed recent waves of Russian drone and missile attacks killing civilians and destroying hospitals, power plants, and homes. Trump claimed these strikes reveal a regime that has lost all moral compass, directly accusing Putin of orchestrating war crimes under the guise of geopolitical objectives. While refraining from suggesting direct U.S. military involvement, Trump's tone was unmistakably urgent, declaring that unchecked Russian aggression will not stop at Ukraine's borders. Though his remarks carried criticism for Putin, Trump didn't spare the current U.S. administration either. Blasting President Biden's foreign policy as passive, confused, and dangerously reactive, Trump implied that American ambiguity had emboldened Moscow. Quoting unnamed NATO officials and diplomats, Trump asserted that had he remained in office, Russia would have never invaded Ukraine. His comments, echoed in the Wall Street Journal, reflect a campaign narrative centered on strength, deterrence, and diplomatic intimidation rather than what he perceives as Biden's reliance on global consensus and reactive defense packages. Interestingly, Trump's recent rhetoric has found partial alignment with hardline Republican voices in Congress pushing for more pressure on Russia, particularly through sanctions, asset seizures, and cyber warfare, while still avoiding boots on the ground. According to Politico, Trump's advisors are working on a foreign policy framework that promotes strategic assertiveness, which includes intelligence cooperation with Europe, cyber deterrence against Russian systems, and leveraging economic tools rather than military force. Despite his combative tone, Trump also emphasized the need for de-escalation and diplomacy, saying that wars like this don't end in victories, they end in ruin.